This podcast is sponsored by ebookit.com, self-publishing solutions for the independent author and small press. Visit us today at ebookit.com.
Welcome to the Toastmasters Podcast, the official podcast of Toastmasters International. Hello, everybody. This is Greg Gazin.
And I'm Ryan Levesque.
Ryan, who is our special guest today?
Our guest today, Greg, is joining us for the third time here on the Toastmasters podcast. She is well known in the Toastmasters world as she has presented at, to my knowledge, at least two of the international conventions. She is none other than Judy Carter. She's the author of the New Comedy Bible. She's the author of The Message of You and several other books. Always a pleasure. From the great state of California, Judy Carter, welcome back to the Toastmasters podcast.
Welcome.
Thank you for asking me. Just want everybody to know that I am wearing makeup and look fabulous. Okay? So put that in your mind.
Well, that makes three of us then. So perfect.
Oops.
We are all so fabulous looking, aren't we? Through this quarantine, we've all hit our goal weight. It's sensational.
Yeah.
I have a hat on. I need a haircut.
So we are here today to chat about Judy's article, Is It Okay to Laugh in Serious Times? That is in the August edition of the Toastmaster magazine. Greg and I were talking about this beforehand, Judy, and I think it's worth acknowledging that there really is a serious question at the heart of the title of this article. There really is sort of this moral, ethical, sometimes cultural question that comes up when we find ourselves, in the midst of a global pandemic or something like that, that is it safe to laugh? Is it okay? Can we do it tactfully? And so on. Greg was mentioning to me too earlier today, this personal experience he has that adds kind of another layer or dimension to the question. Greg, why don't you just kind of cue up that anecdote, if you would?
Sure, Ryan. When I first saw the article and I saw the title, Is It Okay to Laugh in Serious Times? All of a sudden, I had this image of my mind. I basically went back to when I was a kid because we were, let's just say, reared with an iron hand, and we were conditioned to laugh when things were serious or try not to laugh. And I remember as a child that if my brother and I were laughing, maybe we were being reprimanded or maybe we were at the funeral, parents would get infuriated and say, do you really think that's funny? Do you really think that's funny? So when there's a serious situation, it took me years to get over the fact that, it is okay to laugh. Maybe Toastmasters had something to do with that.
So I guess, Judy, to kind of kick us off here, I'm curious, for those of us who do struggle with this notion of whether it's appropriate or not, what advice or insight can you share, perhaps other than, in Greg's case, Toastmasters and maybe years of therapy?
Not quite, Ryan, but thanks.
Well, it's not only okay to laugh, but I believe laughter should be considered an essential business, just like liquor stores or supermarkets, because this virus is something the entire world is experiencing. It's created a lot of hardships, and it's taken away people's lives, their sense of smell, their sense of taste. But if it takes away our sense of humor, that is what makes us human, then it's truly demolished us. And I mean, we all know the saying, laughter is the best medicine. And with no vaccine, perhaps laughter right now is the only medicine. And I know you Toastmasters listening to this, at your clubs, when you stand in front of people and you get that laugh, I want you to think for a minute, what does that feel like? Or we're in the audience and we see other people laugh. What does that tell you? That tells you that we're all in this together. And I've watched at the international conferences, the finalists. And there's one thing that they all had in common. No matter what serious topic they were talking about perhaps the death of a child. They were talking about racism. They were talking about very serious underneath their stories, very serious topics. All of them had laughs. Right now, we have an opportunity because humor has to be relatable. And right now, if you think about it, we're all going through the same thing. And by joking about the smaller details of how this has impacted our lives, that just is such a relief and brings us all together.
Absolutely. We actually, right in this moment, Judy, are in need to all be brought back together again, because as it turns out, Greg's audio has dropped out. So fear not, we will get back on track here, and this will be edited out, rather.
So even this recording is a joke, right?
Exactly. I know.
All
I was
right.
like,
And that's how life shows up. Nothing goes right.
Yep. It's the mess of our lives.
I don't think this should be edited out. I think your listeners should hear, because what's funny are the things that go wrong.
That's true. That's
right?
True. Why would I want to squash the humor at such a serious time?
Everything's going wrong, right?
Right. Okay.
That's the nature of life.
All right. So I'm gonna stop the recording.
Okay.
And then we'll invite Greg back in just a second, please. Judy, are you there?
I'm right here.
Thank you. Greg?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
But it's still, wait a minute. I just unplugged my mic. How could it be coming through the mic?
Time to get rid of that Radio Shack special mic, I think.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
I want to look at things from today's perspective, and specifically your perspective. I imagine much of your career has involved being on a live stage in front of a live audience. I'm wondering, before this whole pandemic hit, were you already presenting online? Was that a part of your business and your career, or is this something you had to pivot and learn on the fly here like many of us have?
Even though I'm older, let's just put it that way. I'm that old. I used to take acid. Now I'm taking antacid. Bada boom, bada bing. I'm a gearhead. And so I have been doing Zoom calls and consultations because my clients are in China, they are in Russia. My book has come out, the New Comedy Bible, in so many different languages. And then people want to meet me and have me punch up their stuff or write their speeches. I also write TED Talks and things like that. So I do a lot of private coaching and I love Zoom. So I've been on it. But now something weird has happened. I'm a paid professional speaker. I had about 10 gigs in 2020. I thought, okay, great. I still got it. People still want me. How fantastic is that? And how fantastic it is to speak for a living, get paid for it. I mean, especially women, like to talk and get paid to talk, and nobody's going to interrupt you. Oh my God, this is like a fantasy come true. And then when you're finished talking, people hand you this big fat check. Okay, I'm in. So as soon as I found this whole thing of public speaking, getting paid to speak, let's face it wasn't like high school career day. Anybody want to speak and get paid for it? No, it wasn't one of those booths, So everything was canceled except for one in October. And I'm still waiting to see if they're going to cancel. But some of them converted to online webinars. And I went, OMG, right? Online, don't have to get on a plane, right? I don't have to pack luggage. I don't have to wear pants. By the way, that's a list of 3 that I just did on the spot. That'll be in the Toastmaster article or in my new book, whatever. The list of 3, set people down a path and turn it. That's the easiest way to add humor through everything. So anyway, I got some online gigs. And I got it I charged them half price, but it's still a lot of money. And I'm just sitting here in my house, giving my expertise and making it funny and engaging. And then that's when Toastmaster magazine, when my new book came out, they said, hey, it's time for you to write a new article for us. on how do we be funny when we're doing these webinars? Because it can really, if you're not funny when you're with people, you're like an energy vampire. You could feel you're just sucking the energy out of a room. And when I'm doing webinars, the hour goes by really quickly because I'm using some tools to really engage people and give them their worth. That's what this article is about that's coming out, is really in your Toastmaster meetings, which are now online. Don't just be a slouch, put some effort into it and use some of these techniques to keep engaging, keep it funny, and keep people laughing.
Obviously, you do a lot of, well, you do a lot of comedy, even here today. But quite often you use that to feed off the audience. I think that's even more true than if we're doing maybe a more serious topic. So how has this virtual communication impacted humor in the way it's delivered?
Yeah, it's really hard. Okay, but I found some workarounds. First of all, I insist that everybody unmute themselves. All right. And then if you have that baby crying in the background or, some loud noise or your gardener's there, okay, then mute yourself. So I get rid of the people who have excessive noise. And then I turn their mic on. And right then and there, that's going to engage them more because now they're a part of my presentation, right? And then I could hear the laughs or I could hear the silence. And the most important thing about this is people hear other people laughing. And just like the coronavirus, laughter is just as contagious. So we catch laughter from hearing somebody else laugh. That's why sitting alone, watching a movie, even if it's really, really funny, you're really not going to laugh. You might, laugh to yourself, but you're only going to laugh if somebody else is near you, to tell you the truth, because that's how we come together. So unmic everybody when you do your meetings and let's hear some laughter. Now, the next thing that you need to do, and so many people are so bad at this, when you're on your meeting, arrange your view on Zoom from speaker view to the grid view. Okay. So rather than you're just looking at yourself, well, unless you're a complete sociopath narcissist, it's not the best thing to do. What you want to do is see your audience, your entire audience. So in grid view, we can see everybody watching us. Let's say you deliver a punchline and then you can see people laugh and you can hear them laugh and they can hear each other. Or you see something you thought would be a laugh and you have dead silence. Okay, either way, it gives you an opportunity. See, a lot of people don't realize when people don't laugh, you could get a laugh just out of admitting your expectation that they were going to laugh and your disappointment in that, right? Johnny Carson, I don't know if people remember him, but he made an entire career out of bombing. Like he would bomb. Well, you saw the look in his eye. And then he admitted, well, maybe you had to be there, or maybe how many of you are actually understand English, or how, so he made a joke about it. And then that got the laugh. So don't be upset if you don't get laughs, just react. So when you do get a laugh, I want you to look at everybody and shut up, because the mistake people do is that they have something really funny, but what we comics call you step on your laugh. All right. You want to milk your laugh. So you want to put your hands out towards everybody, towards the camera, and nod your head. And when you do this, a lot of people, because they're looking at the picture of themselves on Zoom, they're not connecting to their audience. You want to look directly into the camera and nod your head at everybody. Point your fingers out or say, oh, Steve thought that was funny. All right, Steve, right? Steve gets it. Yeah. Margaret, you've been there. You understand. So you want to have this sense of interaction, because a lot of you are so funny, but you're not getting laughs because you're not leaving room for them. You're not encouraging people to laugh by acknowledging them when they laugh, or by acknowledging them when they don't laugh. So either way, take that time to go, I see you, I hear you. Okay? Do you guys get that?
I get it.
I get it.
That's great.
Is there a technique you use depending on where your camera is positioned? If you're on a laptop, you're kind of stuck. But if you're looking at the camera, you're not looking down at the screen. You're not seeing the people even in grid view. If you're looking at the grid view, then you're not looking at the camera, and it looks like you're looking down. What have you done to find a way around that?
Oh, I can see everything. What do you have? Non-telescopic. My camera is on the top of my computer, and a half an inch under that is the grid view. So I pretty much can look right in the camera and look back and forth. What I do is if I have a punchline, I don't look at people. I deliver it right to the camera. And sometimes I'll even stand up and push my face right to it, right to the camera, right?
Yeah.
Which not so great to do at my age. Don't like to get too close, but I wipe some of the Vaseline off of it and I get right up close. Okay, there you go.
So while they're laughing, you could look down and see their reaction, and then you're ready to go again.
Yeah, just back and forth. I mean, when you're on stage, you're not just staring in one place, you're looking around. So, that looks good. That really looks good.
Brilliant.
I think she's saying you're overthinking it, Greg.
I think you're right, Ryan.
So, Judy, Greg and I, what do you think, Greg? Is it time to get into this?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Ooh, deep,
All right.
dark secrets. I love it. Let's go. Oh, my God.
We took your challenge. You're thinking, what challenge? I didn't know I had a challenge, but you did. Yes, in your article, in the section on warped thinking, you challenged readers to come up with their own advantages to being quarantined.
Yeah, I have the article in front of me, and it's like, there are advantages to being quarantined. Yes, warped thinking works. Yes, let's get warped. That sounds nasty. Oh my God, last night I was so warped. Doesn't that sound nasty? All right, continue on.
All right. So who wants to go first here? We're gonna roll out our quarantine jokes on you here.
I can go first. I thought.
All right.
Well, it's kind of funny because, well, my thing was I used to hate to take out the garbage every Friday morning, and now I look forward to the weekly outing, the trip to the curb. And ironically, 20 minutes ago, the garbage truck went by.
Right.
Oh, that's good. You want me to punch it up?
Sure.
Yes, that's what I was hoping you'd do.
Just don't punch me. Punch it up. Yeah.
It's weird how people say it's so boring being quarantined. You can't. There are no activities. Are you kidding me? I had the most amazing trip on Saturday. Okay, right. And then go through it in detail. It was so exciting, right? I got the garbage. I tied it up. I walked all the way outside. I put it in the can. Oh, my God. Then I had to push a can. Hey, do you want to see the movie I made of my vacation journey outside? Maybe you can even talk about how you got dressed right for it, right? You put on your special vacation clothes.
Because you're going out.
Yeah, I'm going out, babe. Maybe now I think about the joke, you should end it with taking out the garbage. So, okay, so this is how we work on material.
Build it up. Yeah.
Now we go, oh my God, no, I go out. I have special going out clothes. I get all dressed up. I'm out. I'm getting exercise. I'm moving in the world. Okay, it was just 10 minutes when I took out the garbage, but it was fun. All right, so then we'll end with that. But it was fun. Do you want to see my...
Yeah, follow me on Instagram for
watch
more
my
moments
Instagram post of my life. It was the highlight. 7 people, 7 new followers. It is awesome. Happening. Yeah. So I think that's how it goes. Like, start in one direction, like how exciting your life is, and then reveal that no, it was taking out the garbage. That's the best I could do with that so far.
Okay, Ryan.
Cool.
What do you think? Not bad, right?
Top that, Ryan. Top that, Ryan.
I'm feeling intimidated here, but Judy gave us a hint earlier. If it flops, I've got some techniques here.
Uh-huh.
It's all right. So here we go. I got to tell you, quarantine's been really great for our household budget. I've saved us nearly $130 on haircuts, but that's nothing. My wife saved us almost $3,000.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wife spending too much money joke. All right.
No, it's not. It's really not even that. It's like, seriously, my haircut's $11. She comes back, it's 300.
Okay. Okay. Well, then explore that more. Do you know what'd be good? Because, okay, right now it's kind of like old fogey joke about sort of bashing women for spending too much money. Now go off on it. Like, go off on it. What's the deal, lady? You are being burned. Right?
Right.
You are being burned. Like, oh my God, men's hair is so much harder to cut than women's. It's like my haircut is $15.95 at Super or whatever it is. You know, why do they charge women so much more to cut hair than men? I mean, women get charged. It's like, oh, you go to laundry. Oh, it's a men's shirt. $5.95. Oh, it's a blouse. That's going to add a $35 surplus. Now you'll get the women applauding.
Right.
Do you see how that works?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times people stop too soon when we're working on humor. And this is what we do. This is what we pros do. We jam humor. And it's such a blast because a lot of people will have an idea that has some humor in it, like yours did. But what are you really talking about? You're really talking about the inequality of men's services versus women's services. Yeah. So this just shows you that we can start with an experience of COVID, which you guys, you all have to do this out. You Toastmasters listening, this is an opportunity. It's just like the moonwalk, you know. Oh my God, my references are getting so old, right? People out there were born. But it was another time when the entire world was focused on one thing, was my point.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Well, that's a little complicated because that was laden with a lot of homophobia jokes when Michael Jackson died, and I was kind of sick of that.
No, I mean the moonwalk. The moonwalk.
Oh, the moonwalk. Okay. Yeah, I got COVID brain. I'm just like, so I'll tell you like some of the advantages I was thinking of just lately, because I have a gig that's coming up that I think is going to happen in October. And I know that I'm going to have to do jokes. You have to. It's not like, should you joke about it? Is it wrong to joke about it? No, it's mandatory. It's a missed opportunity if you don't.
I see that, yeah.
Here's some topics I'm working on. Maybe you can help me think of ways to go on this. Or, hey, you Toastmasters listening, help punch up my jokes. I'm doing this for free. Give me a hand. Right? So I was thinking coronavirus has been so hard. We can't go out, no going to bars, no dancing, no raves. Well, actually, my life is exactly the same.
Right.
And then I want to do something about there are advantages. Here was my advantage to COVID. They have senior shopping, which was scary. It was very scary because you have to come out. No, not about being gay. That's nothing. It's about like telling people your age because you want to get that extra hour earlier at Costco. But the advantage is I have the whole store for myself, but it's a little depressing. It's a friggin' walking hospice. Oxygen aisle 4, oxygen aisle 4. I mean, I know Costco has great bargains, but why are you shopping with your IV drip? Don't any of you have caretakers with you? I was just going off on there's sales. Costco's having a sale on recliners, electronic recliners that help you stand up. If you need a chair to help you stand up, where the heck are you going? Stay home.
Probably to take out the garbage.
Right.
Or get a haircut.
Hey, that was awesome. That's a callback. That was awesome. And so my point is to all of those of you listening, make a list of everything that is upsetting you. Because comedy isn't from, oh, this will be funny. It's really about what is upsetting you. Like right now, what's upsetting me is that that millennials who aren't wearing masks. Really? Really? You're walking on the sidewalk, somebody's approaching you, and then you have to do that COVID pass. Like, it's like a game of chicken. Which one of you is going to go into the street? Hey, it's not going to be me. Right? So go on a rant. I mean, it's so healthy to do. Go on a rant about all the things you're dealing with that's driving you crazy. Yes, maybe an advantage to COVID is that you're quarantining with your partner. But then the hard thing is you're quarantining with your partner, the same person who chews 17 chews for everything that they put in their mouth. Oh my God, I'm driving crazy. Anyway, so all of that, comedy is not what's funny in life, but it's transformational. It's taking what upsets you, what's wrong with your life, what's frustrating you, and then do something with it using, for instance, a really good comedy book that shows you formulas such as...
And that's all we have time for today, folks.
Such as... No!
No, please continue.
No, I can't. I can't with... Well, what the hell? I'm offering every... Can I tell what I'm doing now?
Yeah, please do.
People?
Please do. It's such a great offer.
Well, I was getting really lonesome just by myself, my little Zoom consultations. So I decided to take my online university, which shows you exactly how to find your message, write your speech, and then an entire section on formulas and how to make it funny. And I'm offering it for, I think some of you Toastmasters will be able to afford it. Nothing. It's totally free until they find a vaccine. And then usually it's a $770 fee for a year membership to get to see all the videos. And I'm offering it absolutely, totally free.
Wow.
There you go.
I mean, who would take $700 and just light it on fire?
$770. Okay.
Yeah, $770. That's basically what you're doing if you're not taking advantage of this offer. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. I'm just feeling, this is what I'm feeling. I love Toastmasters because they're really crazy people. They, one of the top scariest things for human beings is standing in front of people and speaking. And Toastmasters will go, okay, I'll do that. Oh, and I want to be judged while I do it. And I want someone to count every mistake I make, like every time I go, or, and I want to be penalized if I don't come in on time. So I think they're really crazy people, but I think it takes a crazy person to transform this world for the better, right? It takes someone who really wants to make a difference in people's lives by putting out a positive message. And because of that, I do donate my time to you guys. By the way, how much am I getting paid for this podcast?
Oh, you'll get your check in due time. Don't worry.
Nothing, right?
Exactly.
So why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I want to help you guys not be boring and be funnier and have a clear, definitive message and get it out there. And it ends up, a lot of my students have ended up with amazing speaking careers and comedy careers. Have you seen Hannah Gadsby? She just won an Emmy for her Netflix comedy special, which was Nanette, which was amazing. She's a stand-up comic.
I haven't seen that.
Nanette, her name is Hannah Gadsby, and Maz Jobrani was one of my students. Seth Rogen started my class a long time ago. So
awesome.
Some of them actually still return my phone calls, so that's awesome. I wrote a new book, The New Comedy Bible, because the original Comedy Bible, if you have it, throw it away because it's like, oh, Bill Cosby's a legend. Yeah, I don't think so. So comedy has changed, and comedy has changed to becoming something you do that's very authentic. It's a way not just to be funny, but to make a point. That's why there had to be the New Testament of comedy, which is the New Comedy Bible. And I think it's on sale on Amazon for, it's like $8.70. But all these formulas that I use and that I've taught to others on how to take things that are frustrating you, that you're going through right now, and turn them into laughs, is really based on, maybe I have 48 exercises that you can do. So if you have a topic like taking out the garbage or how much money you've saved during the quarantine, you can run these ideas through various formulas to come up with not just one laugh, but what we call in comedy a chunk, your chunk, the garbage chunk, the haircut chunk. And you can then have one setup and several laughs. So that's that.
Super.
Well, Judy, this has been absolutely fantastic. But before we let you go, you mentioned about allowing people to take advantage of your offer. How can they do that? How can they get a hold of you?
If you email me free@judycarter.com, you'll get an autoresponder with how to cash in on, I guess you can call it, there is no cash, how to receive a free membership and themessageofyou.com, and learn how to look at your life and your life story and find your message. And you could turn it into various Toastmaster speeches, humor speech, or the international contest. And so just email me free@judycarter.com, and I will also answer if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you very much, Judy. And also, if you haven't already done so, please check out Judy's article in the August 2020 edition of the Toastmaster magazine. That's a great place to start to get some really great food for thought. Judy Carter, thank you very much for the time. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Judy.
Keep safe and keep laughing.
Isn't it about time you published that book you've been thinking about? We can help with that. At ebookit.com, we've been providing authors and small presses with ebook publishing services since 2010. Visit us today at ebookit.com and let us know how we can help you.